are sitting Saquon Barkley for the last game of the season. Saquon Barkley has 2,005 yards rushing. He's the ninth player in NFL history to do so, to rush 2,000 yards. He's only 100 yards shy of the record, but to break it, he'd have to have another 1 yard. So he's 101, 101 yards away from breaking the record. He hasn't broken the record. He won't be able to do it because they will sit him out for the last game. And it's crazy, though, because if you play the last game, it would be against the Giants, the team that didn't want him. It felt like they can't win with him running the ball, and the Eagles took him, and they're winning with him running the ball. So that's just crazy. But the Eagles will sit him. And my opinion on it, I really don't care, in my opinion. I just think rushing for 2,000 yards is a great accomplishment. Breaking the record or not, I know a lot of people saying that records are supposed to be broken. Totally disagree. You create records so people can know you broke records. If records were supposed to be broken, everybody have a record. That's not true. Listen, Peyton Manning got 5 MVPs. He may sit, if somebody break that, he might sit around and say, I'm happy somebody got 6 MVPs. But deep down inside, he don't want anybody to break that. Because you think of 5 MVP, you think of Peyton fucking Manning. Tom Brady got 7 Super Bowls. Joe Montana, when Tom Brady got the 5th one, Joe Montana, it ain't like he feel no type of way, but at the same time, it's like, dang, he's a competitor. He don't probably want Tom Brady having 4 or 5 Super Bowls. Terry Bradshaw probably didn't want Joe Montana getting 4 or 5 Super Bowls. So Eric Dickerson feeling the way he feel, I understand it. Saquon to me probably would have broke the record, but the Eagles, they trying to play it safe. They don't know who they're gonna play against yet. Either they're gonna play against Green Bay, which is gonna be a tough out, or they're going to play against Commanders, a team that beat them last time. So a team that's seen them twice already, so they're familiar, and they will be prepared going into this wild card game because this will be their 3rd meeting. So they just playing it safe, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really tripping off of it. Me personally, I wish all the starters did play because I think they got to get their passing game down pat. The passing game ain't there. The only thing that really scared me with the Eagles, bro. I feel like they can be a one-and-done team because of the passing game. But sitting Saquon out, I really don't have an issue with that. Keep the record to stay the record. Somebody eventually will break it, but if they don't, who cares? Oh, well, at the end of the day, the Eagles want to play it safe for Saquon, bro. And I think Saquon, deep down inside, he does want to break it, but at the same time, he is a team player. He's a team-first type of guy, and he want to win a Super Bowl. You already worked for 2,000 yards. That's an easy accomplishment. So you already done put yourself in the 1 percentile anyway. So it really don't matter if you break it or not. If you do break it, that's another accomplishment. But for you to be the 9th dude, and we're talking about 50 to 60. How many running backs have played? Talking about over, 500 to 600 running backs have played in the NFL, and only 9 guys rushed for 2,000 yards. That in itself is an accomplishment and something he could always tip his hat to and always be proud of himself on. That alone. So breaking the record, even though I know he want to do it, I don't have no problem with the Eagles saying, nah, let's sit down and not let's fuck all that. Let's get prepared, either play against Green Bay or the goddamn Giants. or the Commanders. What's your thoughts, Zay?
My thoughts is that y'all, to me, when they decided to shut down Saquon for that reason, for the simple fact of injuries and all that in the playoffs or before the playoffs, y'all better win the Super Bowl. I'm talking about y'all better reach the NFC Championship and go in the Super Bowl and at least try to win. Because I would hate for this team that has been, I don't want to say necessarily carried by Saquon, but Saquon's basically doing much of the work. And I don't want that team just going there and being one and done team like you said. For what reason? For one, the passing game has been on and off, inconsistent. One game will be clicking on all cylinders. One game could be just done. Like, the only thing that's going that's really been consistent this whole season is Saquon. So for me, I'm thinking, well, if you want to, mind you, I think they're on their way. They're not hosting the playoff game. Well, I think they are. They won the division. But still, like, I want to get a running start. I want the chemistry to keep going. And, like, at least let him play one half. You can decide which half. And if he don't get it before that half, sit him down. That's all you had to do. That's all you had to do. First half against the Giants. Do we really think that Saquon Barkley is going to get hurt by the Giants? Be for real. Be serious.
He can get hurt by anybody. He get hurt by anybody.
I understand it's anybody, but I'm like, for him to be hurt, he got to play somebody that's been physical, a team that's been physical. The Giants has not been physical. The D-line has not been physical all fucking season. And you mean to tell me that now y'all think, injuries and all that? It's the Giants. The D-line is atrocious. They'll let anything go past them. So I'm like, I don't see why not just do it for one half. I ain't saying play the whole game and get 200 yards. We're just saying one-on-one, that's it. Then okay, round of applause. After that, you sit them down. You sit in the locker room. But you don't get the record. You want to break it, but it's coach's decision. Now, mind you, before the season started, what was the narrative? They're on the hot seat. He may be fired and all that other stuff. The passing game might not be what it is under Jalen Hurts. But like all that was up in the air until Saquon got there and started turning, and then everything just went up and was a goal. But I'm like, for the Eagles, I'm like, I would break the record at least because I don't want to. Let's say, okay, we break the record, cool, but we're going to the playoffs and we want it done. Like everybody would be saying that we expected that, but at least Saquon got, a record that's like made for history. So like, I would rather them get the record, and just in case they lose, I'll be all right with it because we're not even expecting the Eagles to go further. Like we already thinking they want it done. As far as Eagles, I'm not Eagles, but as far as Detroit, Minnesota, Green Bay, Tampa Bay, and the rest of them. So I'm like, to me, I think you should get it. Put a name in the record because we're not expecting y'all to go further anyway. So,
bro? You sound crazy, bro. People expect the Eagles to win the Super Bowl this year. It's Super Bowl or bust for the Eagles, but they underachieved last year. You're in the same position this year. You're 13-3. People look at the Lions and say the Lions is banged up, so they don't know if the Lions can do it. You got people saying that okay, the Vikings are 14-2, but with Sam Darnold in the playoffs. So the Eagles is that third team that's in the NFC that a lot of people have as their favorite because their defense just came on. They got a good D-line. They're getting sacks. They're secondary. Those young guys, Cooper DeJean and Quentin Mitchell, them guys, they're starting to look like some real pros that's going to actually be guys that's played good as a long time. You got the vets that's been still playing good. You got Slay. He playing good. They got the whole package, bro. So the Eagles is a team that if nobody thought they're gonna be a one and done, that's nobody. Everybody that I'm hearing saying they think the Eagles should win the Super Bowl this year because they have a great defense. I don't hear nobody saying that. Nobody is saying that. No, I haven't heard nobody say that we expect them to go one and done or lose. No, I hear people saying that if they lose, it's gonna be the NFC Championship. Because me personally, the Eagles should make the NFC Championship. The Eagles don't make the NFC Championship. That's an issue. The Eagles should be in the NFC Championship away than the Lions or the Vikings, in my opinion. That's who they should be playing. And if they not, to me, this season is a failure. They got everything, bro. You got a good D-line. You got all these young guys on rookie contracts. You got all these veterans on veteran minimum contracts. You have a full package team. Expectations, bro. There's no way that we expect a 13-3 team to go one and done. Pittsburgh Steelers, how they playing? I think they gonna go one and done. Not no Eagles who 13-3 who's been whooping everybody ass, bro. Hell no. But sitting Saquon out, I don't have no issue with it. Because at the end of the day, you're not playing for nothing. And he already rushed for 2,000 yards. After you rush for 2,000 yards, bro, like that's already an accomplishment because only 9 niggas have done it. So it don't really matter if you break it. If he break it, it would have been dope. But at the same time, when you hear about 2,000-yard rushers, you think about Jamal Lewis. You think about Derrick Henry. You think about Adrian Peterson. You start Terrell Davis. Like you start calling Barry Sanders. Oh, Saquon Barkley. So he's already in that discussion. He's always going to be in that ram of the greats that have done that already. So he's straight, bro. Even though I know deep down he want to break it, but in my opinion, he going to be straight, bro. So shout out to Saquon and everything, my boy.
Like I said,
they get into the Joe Budden. Go ahead. Say your last part before we get into the next topic.
Like I said, I'm hearing on this side that this game, this Sunday night game, last Sunday night game of this season, is going to determine who's going to go to the Super Bowl on the NFC side. And I'm telling you, if the Vikings go into Detroit and shut that shit down, I'm telling you,
But that don't mean the Eagles gonna be one and done. You said the Eagles gonna be one and done, bro.
I mean, yeah, one and done. But I'm like, the way they be playing on and off, I'm like, do it really? I mean, do you really expect inconsistency to be in the playoffs? Have we seen in the regular season before?
Yes, I have issues. I have issues with inconsistencies of the passing, but the teams they're gonna play against both are terrible at stopping the run. So I don't have an issue. The Green Bay, the two teams they're gonna possibly play is either Green Bay or the Commanders, bro. That's the first round pick. They're a 2 seed, so they're gonna play against the 7 seed. They already clinched the 2 seed. So even if they lose to whoever they play last game, bro, it don't matter. So I think they play the Giants. So if they lose to the Giants, it doesn't change the fact they're gonna be the 2 seed. So if you're gonna play against the last seed in the whole NFC, it's gonna either be Jordan Love, who's good, but he's been terrible this year. He's been inconsistent, or you're gonna play against Jaden Daniels again on the third round. This round number 3. Commanders, you can run on them. Saquon will have a field day like he had the last 2 games. His last 2 games against the Commanders, he's dominated them. When Saquon played against Green Bay, the first game, he dominated them. So them are 2 teams that you can beat with the running game alone.
What about the game that the Eagles did lose to the Commanders? Like,
they lost because Jalen Hurts ain't play, bro. If Jalen Hurts play, they lose that game. Convincing.
Yeah. So okay, but I feel like the inconsistencies are still going to show, even if Jalen Hurts coming off a concussion. I feel like
the inconsistencies will show a little bit, but that doesn't change the fact that you have the best running back in the league right now. He's dominating, and if he dominates, that's going to overshadow the inconsistencies because the Commanders can't stop the running game. Who cares if Jalen Hurts throw 20 passes for 11 completions? Like, nobody not going to care, bro. Like, nobody not going to care because when Saquon rushes for 150, 160 yards against the Commanders, he's scoring 3 touchdowns. The game already over with, didn't excel. Plus, we keep talking about the Eagles. I'm talking about the teams they playing against. How is Jaden Daniels going to play his first? So Jaden Daniels, his first playoff game, he just going to be good? We don't know that. He not at home. Then think about Jordan Love been inconsistent all year, especially away games. You don't know what Jordan Love you going to get. Period, point blank, bro. And at the end of the day, Green Bay, if I'm I want to play the Commanders because the secondary, their defense is not good. When it comes to the Packers, you can run on the Packers, but you can't throw on the Packers because they got Xavier McKinney, who's second in the NFL right now in picks with 7. So they got dogs on their team already. Then you got to think about the pass rush too. But when it comes to that running game, Saquon gonna flourish against any of those teams because we've seen them do it already. And the Eagles have one of the best rushing O-lines in the NFL right now. So they're gonna be straight, bro. I don't see them going no one and done. But even if the passing's okay, if they lose, it's gonna be in the second round, in the divisional round, depending on who they play, because they don't know who they're gonna play. Most likely, it's gonna either be who it is. Most likely, it'll probably either be the Rams or the Bucks. We don't know who they're gonna play. The Rams, the Bucks, Vikings, Lions. So the second round could possibly be against the Vikings or Lions. If whoever the 5th seed is, they beat the Bucks, or it might be the Bucks. The Bucks got their number right now. The Bucks have their number. So the Bucks can be a team I can potentially see beating them, bro. But besides that, I don't see nobody else beating them for real, bro. I see like I say, to me, the only game I can see them losing is in the NFC Championship or a Super Bowl. But I can see the Eagles in the Super Bowl, bro. It's Super Bowl or bust, bro. Like, you have to be in the Super Bowl this year. With all these teams injured, that you can beat the Eagles, bro. The Eagles, you can run the Lions, you can run on the Lions, bro. You can run on the Vikings. You can run on all these teams, bro. You can run on all these teams. If you can run, if you can run the ball, bro, Jalen Hurts don't have to do that much. That's why you have to establish the running game, bro. That's why if you establish the running game, Jalen Hurts don't have to do too much. Then that's gonna make people clog up the box, put 8 in the box. Now that's gonna open up one-on-ones for AJ Brown, who's physical and nobody can guard one-on-one, and the Slim Reaper and my boy Devontae Smith, because he's smooth and he a crisp route runner. So when you got that, bro, they're gonna be straight, bro. Eagles should be good, bro. In my opinion, they should be straight. So
I don't. Yeah, I don't know that. Like, I see what Saquon doing. Like I said, I see what Saquon doing. I know what he can do. It's about them others. I'm not worried about Saquon. I'm worried about others. That's what I mean by inconsistency. Let's say they formulate a plan. Okay, we know we can't stop Saquon, but let's contain him. And at least on some plays, make Jalen throw. And then the inconsistency show. Mind you, Saquon can do what he do. Like, we're picking up poison. Do you want to die by Saquon or you die by Jalen? Yeah, I could do it with Saquon. It would be a slow death, but we probably can't prevent it. And that's what I expect to see. And then it's gonna force Jalen to do throw. That's what I'm expecting to see. That's all I'm saying. That's why I said inconsistencies might show in the playoffs because of that. I'm not worried about Saquon whatsoever. I'm worried about Jalen and how he gonna be. The passing game gonna be. Is it gonna be straight? Is it gonna be all right? And that's why I say I think we want it done because I see what the Bucks are doing. Hell, shit, like going back and forth. I mean, I know they lost several games, but I'm like, if you look at the games that they lost, 1-score, 2-score games, they was in it. It wasn't no, just you blew them out. That's why I say like it may be one and done for the Eagles, especially the Bucks.
They're not playing the Bucks the first round, bro. I just told you the two teams they're gonna play against. They're either gonna play against the Washington or the Packers. So one and done, they're either gonna lose in the wild card. Now, if you see them saying, if you're saying they're gonna lose in the second round, I can see that. But you keep saying the Bucks. The only way they'll play the Bucks is in the divisional round because the Bucks are gonna be the 4 seed. So the only way they'll play and they won't even play the Bucks. If they play the Bucks, bro, a lot of shit will have to happen. Like, I mean, the 3rd seed, which is the Rams, they either have to lose, but if they play, they have to lose. Then because the lower seed gonna play against the number 1 seed.
Come on, the last game.
No, I'm talking about the wild card.
Oh.
When you're saying they're gonna be one and done, that means they're a number 2 seed, either gonna lose to the Packers, who's right now, if the playoffs started right now, they'll play against the Packers, or they're gonna lose against the Commanders. That's the only 2 teams they can lose to be one and done. Nobody else, because the Vikings already had a 5th seed.
But the Commanders, that may be the game. Like, we already seen what Jaden Daniels can do in the regular season. He's box office.